Hey everybody, it's Jason with Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Gempire, Zarmund's Demands. Gempire, Zarmund's Demands is a game designed by Paul, I think his name's Elpers or Elpers, I always forget there's an L in there. Published by Gem Time Games, plays 3 to 5 players, 45 to 90 minutes, ages 14 plus, and this was, which is really cool on the box, the winner of the Ion Award this year, which is a huge game designer award. If you're a game designer, this is something you want on the cover of your box. Congratulations to Paul. It's a huge achievement, and thumbs up. So in this game, what you're trying to do is, let's see if there's theme. I never really look at the theme because I don't care, but let's look at it. King Zarmund, I keep saying Zarmund, needs a new capital city. His sucks. This rulebook says sucks, that's pretty cool. It doesn't even have a dulcimer rock band. You need a rock band with some dulcimers. You have a golden opportunity to flaunt your unmatched architectural skills by being the first to construct a city worthy of being the center of his empire, or in this case, his Gempire. You and the other players will be participating in Zarmund's competition for a new capital city. In this game, you'll be constructing buildings in your cities and researching technologies in order to meet victory conditions randomly chosen before the game. So what that boils down to is you are trying to be the first player to meet 2 of the 3 Zarmund's demands, which will be at the top of the board. There will be 3. You need to meet 2 of these criteria to win. First player that does that is the winner. And that's going to be done through some cool tech tracks and through some auction, some simultaneous action selection bidding style stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty simple game, has some interesting mechanisms, and yeah. So normally this is where we would show you how the game works, but there's a separate video in the video description. You can check that out to see how the game plays. I'll walk you through how you set it up and some of the points and all that kind of thing. But now let's just take a look at the components. All right, so this is, I believe, a prototype. This is one of the greatest, nicest looking prototypes that I've ever seen. The box is fantastic. It comes with these fantastic cases with all these plastic gems that are all different shapes, which is awesome for colorblind issues. Has these great boards here that you're going to be writing in. And the inside, it tells you the breakdown, all the places you can bid and all that type of stuff. These are fantastic production tokens. I love that they're plastic. The only other plastic coins that I have are from a game called Dogs of War, and I like the feel of plastic tokens. The cards are a little, I mean, they're kind of simple, but again, it's form over function over form, which I appreciate. So I know this is 8 population. I don't have to look around. I don't have to beat around the bush. They're nice quality cards, linen finish, easy to tell the colors. I don't know if they have different designs. Yes, they have different designs as well. So a green has that look, gold has that top, and the purple has a rounded top. So even for colorblind issues there, all taken care of. The dice are really awesome. Custom dice with multiple different sides. You got science and production. Fantastic. This is a dice tray that's in the game. That is amazing. My only issue with the components, and again, I don't know if this is going to be an issue on the final thing, but this track is not very good. When you're putting cubes on here, it's hard to tell where you are. You're supposed to go on the line. You're supposed to go above the line. I don't love this. Maybe some way. I get it. It's cool. It's thematic. It's sciencey. I get that. It's fantastic. But I would like it to be a little more function over form. So that's my only issue. But again, prototypes, I'm not going to knock it too much. I like the components. These are some top-notch components for a prototype-ish game. I don't know if it is a prototype, what the final product's going to look like. But man, this looks good on the table. So components, in my book, 2 thumbs up. No issues there. Love everything about it. So that's enough with the components. Let's talk about what we think of this game. So now this is going to be a preview, so I'm not going to give this game a rating. I just kind of want to show it off, talk about it, kind of hype it up before its Kickstarter. This game was sent to me from Paul. We talked on Twitter. he sent me a game. He's friends with some of our friends, the Board Game Rundown. So keep that in mind. I semi know him. I guess I don't know him, but I've talked to him once. He did send me this game. I do know the Board Game Rundown guys. They've talked highly of him. So keep that in your mind when I'm talking about this game. This game is super, super fun. This is just an auction game. But the nice thing about this game is everybody's playing at the same time. Everything you're doing is going on all at the same time. If I'm won an auction with a building, I'm placing that in my city, and I'm doing all my math and getting all my bonuses from placing that card. If you're taking production, you're writing down your production. You're looking to see if you can fire off any of the technologies. If you're upgrading your palace, you're going to do that. You're going to fire off all your cards. You're going to get your crystals or maybe your science. If you're buying your second row, you're going to do all that. We're going to do all that at the same time, which is awesome. And then we're going to be getting these awesome gems for every 10 things that we do, which is just so much fun. If multiple people hit winning conditions, then we have to slow down a little bit, because that does kind of, you got to kind of fire that off and the science comes into play. But it's a super simple game. You're either going to take resources, bid on cards and win cards, or upgrade your city or buy your second row. That is it. Upgrade your palace and buy your second row. That's it. That's all you're doing. It's super easy to play. Once you learn how to play it, all the iconography is super intuitive. You don't have to keep going into the rule books for anything that you want. The rule book is really nice. I didn't talk about that in the components, but it has a complete breakdown in the back of what all the cards do. So the only thing you may have to get in here, if there's a card that comes out you don't understand, maybe get in here, check it out, verify the demand cards, make sure you understand what they're saying before you get too far into it. But outside of that, once you get started in this game, you're just going to be playing and having a great time. And that's what I want in a game. I like games where everybody's doing stuff all the time. It keeps that downtime non-existent, makes a game, even if it is a little longer. This one may go a little longer, depending on the number of players. It doesn't feel long because you're always doing something. You're not sitting there like this. When's it going to be my turn? You're just playing. You're playing, you're doing your thing, and you're trying to do your thing better than everybody else is to win. That's it. So yeah, I like this game. I can't wait to see what the Kickstarter is going to offer. The Kickstarter is dropping in September. I'll put the date across the bottom of when it's actually going to be dropping. And once it gets closer, I'll throw a link in the video description so you can check that out if this is a game that you feel like you want to back. So yeah, good game. 2 solid thumbs up. So if Gempire, Zarmund's Demands seems like a game for you, check out the Kickstarter. Otherwise, I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.